Hey, what's up, everybody? Fido Font, and I want to give a warning to people about what they hear, like what music will you hear. Um, I read in the Bible that you got to be careful what you hear, what music you hear, because it will actually determine your fate, your lifestyle. You know, um, I didn't take that part very seriously, but there were times I hear music that just overwhelms me. Like it's just too much. Somehow I couldn't escape it. For example, uh, I was hearing reggaeton. That's like a pop mix beat for people that speak Spanish in Puerto Rico, in Chile, or in Mexico. But it's mostly came from Puerto Rico, which I was in before. I was in Puerto Rico before. And there were songs that were familiar I used to hear when I was younger. When I was in Puerto Rico, I heard old music, and I kept on hearing it, and somehow it overwhelmed me. Somehow I couldn't stop hearing it. Like somehow I was like trapped in that void of music. I kept on putting repeat. I couldn't stop hearing it. It felt like I was in a trance. And I understand what the Bible meant by be careful what you hear because it will determine your lifestyle. And I understand what that means now. And I just want to warn people: be careful what music you hear because it might be it's spell. You have to be careful what music you hear. Do not be obsessed with it. Be careful what you hear, especially the lyrics. You had to hear the lyrics, what they're singing about. And not only the lyrics but also the beat. The devil uses the beats. He used like beats, like something like that. For example, like reggaeton beats, to cast a spell on people's minds, so they can become obsessed with hearing the music and become tranced. It's very dangerous and it's true. I experienced it. I experienced it like about a few hours ago, and yesterday I couldn't stop hearing it until I just stopped hearing it. Um, the only way to stop hearing it, um, like for example, what I'm saying is that if you're obsessed of hearing the music, it becomes a habit, of hearing music, and the only way to give up that habit is to do another habit. If you have a habit of something, you try to stop it, do another habit instead. So the other habit will like die out. That's what I experience. I'm hearing rock music again, so I can get away from that trance of reggaeton. It's very strong. There's like very strong lyrics. It's not about you know it's not about negative stuff. It's just the beat and the rhythm and the way they sing with the beat is quite like it's quite impressive. It's like it just puts you in a trance of you just love it for some reason. You just can't stop hearing it. And like I said, you got to be careful what you hear in music. You got to hear the beat. You got to be careful with the lyrics too. You got to understand what the lyrics will say because it will determine your lifestyle. So you got to be careful not to be tricked by the enemy. So that's all I want to say. I just want to warn y'all about that. So anyways, everyone, God bless you all, and I hope you have a nice day.